say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. "2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Orlando. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, there's the Hawks. They're 9th best in the conference.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Niang out there with Reza Shea. And it's Young. Then it's Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Now, here is Young. Traps in the tray. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Shot clock at 5. Here's Banchero. Okongwu grabs the board. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those. I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Young. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
That one is off. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
And he's good on the second. You know, Stan, it seems like the Hawks have been close to taking that next step now for a couple of years.
Timeout. It does, Kevin, but we're still waiting, unfortunately. There's talent there, but it hasn't translated into sustained postseason success.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 14 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Banchero. Lets it go with a 3.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Wagner against Young. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. The Magic trail by 3. To the inside, Itanze, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Here's Wagner, and finished off by Wagner.
Well, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Pass to Rizeshe. Here's Young, driving to the basket. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Back to Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Now, here's Banchero. D right on him. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is Daniels. Scoreless thus far. Misses the 3.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Banchero dishes to Suggs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. The free throw drops for Suggs. You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, correct?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive rating.
Now, here's LeVert. 9 points last game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Banchero top the key. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 4 on the clock. Anthony on the wing. Shoots it up. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Reza Shea is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the point guard position.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. To the middle, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Carter with a screen on Nance. And then Carter with the dunk.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found it. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, fans, it's dance cam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for Cole Anthony. Then for the Hawks, Gaze checked in. Mann subbed in for Reza Shea. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now here's LeVert. Defense right on him. And the layup's good off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight
on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
Pass to Black. Here's Banchero. And Orlando again with the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
He's off on the first. Gregson's making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black.
Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Young against Suggs. Capella kicks to Okongwu. Capella, the pass to Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Puts one up from 19. Daniels, no good. Magic leading by 13. And Banchero, here we go. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. Here's Young. 35 points for him last game against Washington. There's the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Here's Banchero. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Suggs against Young. Pass to Daniels. Screen by Niang. Daniels kicks to Niang. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Here's the screen. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Spurs. Young against Suggs. Now, here is Young. He's guarded close. 4 on the shot clock. And a missed layup. Magic leading by 9. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, Banchero. He's got 11. From outside the arc. Another miss by Banchero. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pork chops, or lamb chops, or what kind of chops are we talking?
Or chops could mean acumen, being great at what you do. Kind of like YouTube mutton chops. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. And that one is stuffed right through.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day, because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA thanks. 5 to shoot. Here's Okongwu. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Okongwu's now got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. Suggs looking around. Inside, looking to get it going. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for
And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Wagner finds Suggs. There's the pick. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The purpose of the pick and roll is to create a shot for someone. Suggs recognized that this time that someone wasn't him.
To the right side. Young sets a screen for Rizashe. And the layup is good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Magic leading by 11. Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Rizachet.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
The first one falls from Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Anthony Black's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Well, you know, he's already an all-star level talent. Banchero's upside and his versatility, you gotta be excited about his future.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Black, defended by Young. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Wagner, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Wagner's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Hawks trail by 13. Young outside. Pass to Daniels. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Wagner passes to Bitadze. Back to Wagner. Banchero with the ball. Working on Niang. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Down low. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Certainly not shocked to see Banchero lighting up the stat sheet.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Teams changing it up here. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's LeVert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Franz Wagner.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
And the first one at the line is good. LeVert hits both of them. Magic leading by 10. Pass to De Silva. Rebound, Atlanta. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Man with it, Anthony on him. And here's LeVert. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Over to the wing. Here's Black. No good on the three. And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. No good that time. Nice defense from Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and athleticism, it's not hard for Wagner to get up there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Levert. He has 6. Nance outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Mann. Tries it from the top of the key. No good on that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Clint Capella. Larry Nance out there with Levert. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Krejci in at the point.
And got to push Levert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Pass to Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skills?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
He hits the second from the line, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Hawks trail by 11. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Capella kicks to Levert. Pass to Mann. Fires for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anthony. Basket counts. And the Magic lead by 13.
Wiggling his way in there. Anthony made it work in close.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. We have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Mann. And it's off from three-point range. Magic leading by 13. Banchero passes to Suggs. Carter kicks to Black. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Levert. Pass to Mann. 4-on-3 break. Black the pass to Banchero. Nance with some nice D.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Krejci. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
First free throw is good. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Anthony. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. George Niang comes in for Nance. Daniels, he's checked in for Mann. Young is subbed in for Karis LeVert. Second free throw, no good. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Back to Wagner. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 8 points for Franz Wagner.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
He lobs it up. He's off on that one. Great defense that time from Banchero.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Young against Suggs. Young left side. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Suggs. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Reza Shea, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 18. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paolo Banchero.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Niang. Here's the three. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner with it. To the wing right side. Here's Banchero. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here
for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paolo Banchero.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Carter with the screen. Black the pass to Carter. Can't connect from short range. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Krejci, guarded by Harris. And here's LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Black. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.